Hey everyone, Mr. V here. Today I'm going to show you how to make your title look like it's going behind you. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out with our template. I've got my picture of this portrait of this young woman here that I found on Google, and I'm just going to stretch that and make it fit to the size of my magazine cover. And this is where you're going to kind of want to play around before you actually try to do the effect. You want to move this into place where you think it'll kind of fit, where it doesn't cover up the title too much, because I'm already visualizing where the head is going to cover in front of the title. So that looks like a pretty good place right there, and we know that that's going to go at the bottom. So now what I'm going to do is go to the top, and I'm going to find the layer with my title, and the title of this magazine is called Fashion. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a duplicate of this. So I'm going to duplicate this, okay? Then I'm going to turn off the original layer, okay? So now I've got a copy of the title. I'll just call this title copy, so I know I'm working on the copy. Okay, so if anything goes wrong with this copy that I made, I can always go back to the original title and go from there. Okay, so I've got my title copy, and now what I'm going to do is, remember I told you guys never to rasterize a text layer? Well, this time we are going to rasterize, and I'm going to show you why. So I'm going to rasterize the title, and remember, I still have the original title that is not rasterized, where I can always go back and get that if I need as a backup. But this copy we just made, that is what I'm going to rasterize. So now here's the trick, is we're just going to erase over the areas where the person's head is going to be blocking over the letters. So to do that, I'm going to bring the opacity to about 50%, and you see now I can see through the text onto the background photograph. And then I'm going to zoom in here, and we're going to take our eraser tool, just a normal eraser. We're going to use our bracket keys to bring the size up on that eraser, and I'm going to make them pretty big, you know, that way I can kind of bring the edge of the eraser tool right to the edge of the hair, the way it's showing there. So, and then I want to probably go with kind of a 50%, maybe let's go with 80% hardness, and make sure your opacity is all the way up. So now basically, guys, what we're going to do is just erase through the letters, and as you can see, that is kind of too much of a soft brush. I think I'll bring the hardness up just a little bit. It kind of depends on your size, and what we're trying to do is bring that right, maybe I'll shrink my brush just a little bit. We want to bring that right to the edge, and as you can see, there's kind of, you know, no picture is perfect, and you're gonna see there's kind of a part here where you can't tell where the hair ends and the sky in the background begins, and that's okay. See, because look, if you go too far like that, well then you can obviously see that it's been erased through. So I don't want to do that. I want to try to keep the brush right on the edge where it looks like the words are going behind. Maybe a little bit more on the S there, like just barely. See, if I go too much like that, then you can tell. All right, that looks pretty good right there. I think that's pretty good. I don't want to go too far there. Okay, now what we want to do is go back to our layer and bring up the opacity all the way, and check it out. We zoom out, the letters look like they are going behind. All right, so that's pretty much how I do it. You might have to tweak it, you know, like right here you can kind of see I did kind of go too far with the eraser, and you can see a little bit too much of the sky. So if you have to, you know, you can Command Z, or you can go to your history panel here on the side and go back and try to do it better. But that's the basic idea, guys. So if you need help with that, just let me know. That's my favorite way to do it. There's a couple other ways. If that doesn't work, I might be able to help you do that one-on-one. Try it for yourself. Thanks for watching. God bless.